We're celebrating 213 subscribers. Thank you so much to Sunny, I think is how you pronounce it, for subscribing. And he or she, actually, I'm not sure, but I don't know. I didn't look into it enough to have an indication as to if they were a male or female, so I apologize. However, they have a gaming channel, or a channel with that features some gaming videos, primarily indie games, and I thought that I would tell you to celebrate the tale of my relationship with RuneScape. I know I've mentioned it before in a video, but within recent months, I have once again found myself addicted to that game. And honestly, I remember my memories. I remember playing RuneScape with fondness. It's a very interesting game that I just remember really being absorbed in, loving and enjoying, and just there's constant progression, constant like achievements to make and things to shoot for. And so like every day after school I would try and play it, and bless my mom's heart, she definitely made sure that I played in moderation and didn't spend too long. But over the course of 6 years, so I think I started when I was around 11 and played for probably 6 years, I accumulated almost 2,000 hours, like 1,800 hours playing RuneScape, which I think comes out to be like, I don't know, like a month of nonstop playing time. So that's kind of sickening to think about. But I got like, and this account was old enough that it's now RuneScape 3, for those of you who actually know about RuneScape. But I ended up getting like 99 fletching and 99 fire making, or maxing out those skills, and which are the easy ones to do that with. But anyway, it's just so addictive because and the nature of the game is very grindy. Like, if you want to make serious progress in the game, you have to grind and put in hours and hours. And there's just so much to do. And if you wanted to max out some of the ridiculously tough skills like Slayer or rune crafting, that's going to take you literally thousands of hours. Well, to do all of them. I mean, it might take you hundreds and hundreds of hours to get, each individual skill maxed out. And there's like 24 skills around there. So anyway, there was just always something to do. I was always just so hooked, and the kind of competitive spirit, like, oh, I got to make my character like look awesome and just have that clout and distinction online when you're playing RuneScape. So it's a social game. It's an online role-playing game where you get on servers and there's hundreds of other players playing at the same time. So that adds another element of like wanting to achieve as well, because other people can see your achievements based on the equipment that you're wearing and everything. And so it just became very addicting, and I put so much time into it. And then I served a mission for my church for 2 years, and I've been in college, and I got married, and I haven't really been thinking about it very much. I mean, it's always been in the back of my head a little bit because that was such a big part of my life, like the video game I put the most time into. And I knew that they had come out with old school RuneScape for mobile devices, which is like a more classic version of what RuneScape 3 or the original RuneScape has become. But I couldn't use my old account. And I was like, I sunk 1,800 hours and they won't even let me use my old account with this like kind of classic version of the game. And so I was like really dreading starting over but I wanted to, because I wanted the nostalgia. I wanted to enjoy it again. And then I went on a hike with some friends, and one of these friends told me that he had been playing RuneScape quite a lot, and he was telling me about all the cool features and how old school RuneScape, the developers pay attention to like a lot of attention to what the players want, and have polls all the time to make sure that this game is developed and it's kept keeps its roots or whatever. Like it stays classic, that classic feel, but also adds good content that the players actually want added. Because the original RuneScape just kept updating and becoming more and more modern and for me, I can't even try to play that game. It's just too much stimuli. Like when I log in, I'm just completely overstimulated with all of the different aspects of the game. It's ridiculous. So anyway, I got excited. I downloaded the old school RuneScape game on my phone, downloaded the client on my computer, and started grinding it out and playing again. And I got pretty far. I've probably clocked a couple, I don't want to say a couple hundred, probably over 100 hours though into it. But then the guilt was setting in as far as how much time am I wasting? So anyway, there's a lot I want to accomplish in my life. I have a lot of goals, and they're pretty crazy goals. So I don't think I can afford to be clocking so many hours into RuneScape, but it's hard because it's like, this is such a game that it's a game that I enjoy so much and care about, and it's just fun and nostalgic to play, and it's hard to like say I'm just going to cut it off and let it go. But then I found that when, maybe I was in a boring lecture online for one of my college classes, and so I just decided to play it kind of while I was in the Zoom call, which is not a great practice, but I figured, okay, if there's times where I'm on the computer anyway and I don't need to give my full attention, like, can I justify playing RuneScape? Or on my phone, for instance, if I have a spare moment, like, is it okay to do that instead of just browsing social media or wasting time that way? But I just found that the nature of RuneScape is so addictive and so dependent on grinding and just putting in as much time as possible that if I'm playing it at all, I just feel like I'm going to get behind, and I'm going to feel too tempted to just keep like pushing and keep grinding. And so it's kind of like, it's either I devote a lot of time to it or none at all. And eventually I just had to delete it from my phone and cut it off and say I'm done, which was hard, but I don't know. It's better than feeling like, wow, I may have accomplished a lot in RuneScape today, but in reality I accomplished nothing. So that's my story about playing RuneScape. I'm sorry if that was horribly boring. That's just what came to mind though when I thought about, okay, I need to do something gaming themed to celebrate Sunny. And Sunny, if you haven't played RuneScape, be careful. Maybe give it a try. It's pretty fun. I really enjoy it, but anyway, I still do play video games, okay? I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not cutting them out completely. I have my Switch. I like playing Minecraft with my brother. Our home base is pretty epic, but yeah, and I might get a PlayStation 5. I mean, I think I mentioned that in just a few videos ago. So anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. I will have more unique celebrations coming instead of just like talking to you. But I am pretty excited about getting the momentum rolling. That's the main focus right now for me. Got to get the ball rolling with this channel again. I'm going to pump out these 1,000 videos. I hope to provide good content, but the main objective in my mind is actually like just doing it. So I hope y'all respect that. Like, I'm just trying to do it. I'm just trying to get it done. And I don't want to waste your time. I do appreciate your support, but like, I want to pump these out. So, also, if you've watched this far, good for you. Kudos. But I also thank those that in the comments came up with the idea of doing YouTube Shorts for the unclaimed videos. That several of you mentioned that. I think it's a great idea, and I think I will do that. So, thanks again. We'll see you in the next one.